Yeah, you want to get on Battlefield 7, dog?
Now she's about 8 points above the next.
I'm kidding, dude. I don't want to. Oh, well, I'll watch you play. I'm eating right now. It depends how good you play. If I see bullshit in your gameplay, then I don't know, dude. This guy hasn't started the damn stream, dog. How many fucking times do I have to ask you?
The little nuances, how you've been pointing out, the tweaks of her spins, just belies her young age.
Yo, just admit you're stuck and you're never gonna get past this part in the Lego.
Seventh, her highest score is a 67.70. Needs higher than a 78.78 to crack the podium.
All you have to do, you take fucking 10 years to do it, dude.
Same way 270 out, pressing that switch tail up onto the side of that rail a little bit more.
Nah.
50-50 for the goofy footer. Front side board slide, same way 270 out. So smooth on the steel.
Dun 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 dun.
Tail tap. Revert out.
Time to get a 100 kill streak, dog. How's your back from your exercises, dog? You don't know.
Investigation.
Still on your pain meds? What are you down to now, dosage was?
For how at our house front side that did that, the school district was not able. To punish for this conduct and apply definitions that did not apply in the law. So now those are two really different stories. On one side, you have this white family saying, "Hey,
you read any more of second book?
At our house for about 3 years. We used to take him back home and to school every day. How all of a sudden are we racist? Matter of fact, he's literally coming to a sleepover for his friends."
So,
like I read some more
on
of
this from a kind of a high level standpoint, but like, you know, I'm a parent. So
I'm at the part where it's just Braun and Tyrion in the woods.
You know, my daughter would have friends over or whatever. I was
after the trial by combat or whatever,
making sure that I was never in the home alone without another adult, because you just never fucking know.
Oh, I wanted to ask you,
but like,
what do you think about them being so young in the books compared to the show?
I don't know who people are. I don't know who, you know, so it's just like, you always make sure that you are never in a vulnerable position from that standpoint. You just don't know.
Yeah.
You just never know. People say things are said. I've heard accusations.
Yeah, like when I was reading, I'm like,
I'm gonna protect myself.
Dude, like he's a lot older than the show.
With me at all times, so that nothing can ever be said. So it's just, it's a weird world that we're in. It's fucking crazy, but you gotta be, you know, you gotta be on alert at all times. It goes back to my whole situation of like wanting to make sure I know where the exit door is when I'm in a restaurant, or where in a movie theater, or not wanting to be in I have to be on the edge of the booth when I'm at a restaurant with people or whatever. I have to have room to move or to, you know, do whatever I need to do. That's just how I operate.
They also had her get
When
raped.
you have the other side, the mom and the attorney saying, no, that's a family of racists, and they tortured this kid, and this was a racially motivated
Yeah.
incident, and the family is
In the book, he didn't
evil
rape
and
her at all.
racist.
He just,
So now the next question
Yeah, see?
is, well,
I
why
don't know,
the
they-
hell did...
she
Yeah, like,
kind of
just
asked
being
for it.
accused of racist just because somebody's like, oh, well, we see an opportunity. We see an opportunity. We're gonna call this person racist. Why? Why are they racist? And if you don't have, people to back you up in that, because now again, I don't know the specific case here, but most people in that situation, you don't want in 2020, 2015, 2025.
You put like a 4
you don't wanna
times
be
sight
a
on
white
your
person
submachine gun.
accused of racism. The statistics are not good for you at all. They're just not.
The black kid's mom and his lawyer have to pay $3.2 million to the white kid. Well, for the full legal breakdown, I'm going to bring in my boy D-Law from D-Law. Link to his channel in the description. He's going to let you know exactly what happened in the criminal case and what happened in the civil case and why this mom and this lawyer
Yeah, it takes up like so much of the screen.
All right, so let's break down the actual legal charges because
fuck did
there are
that tank
two
kill you?
sides to this: the criminal side and the civil side. Let's talk about it. First, the criminal case. Summer Smith pushed for the boys to be charged, and the police did file charges. But listen to what the charges actually were: a Class C misdemeanor. For those of you that don't know, it's the equivalent of a traffic ticket. So Smith's attorney wanted at least a Class A misdemeanor. Check this out. But here's the thing. Those charges didn't even stick. The case went to the grand jury and listened to what happened. So the grand jury declined to indict. All citations dismissed. That means no criminal record. Nothing. Now we turn to the civil case. And this is where things get real. So Asher Van's family sued Summer Smith and her attorney, Kim Cole. And this is specific legal claims. So the jury found two things: intentional infliction.
Was that like 4 RPGs?
Invasion of privacy, publicizing a minor's private information. Now, some people might ask, why not defamation? Listen to the attorney's explanation for this. So they couldn't file for defamation in Texas because of the 1-year statute of limitations. But under intentional infliction of emotional distress, it carries a longer window, and that's where they got it. The jury came back with a $3.2 million verdict holding damages. And here is the kicker.
White boy summer, let's go! White boy summer getting off to a hell of a start. $3.2 million for calling a white kid a racist. Let's freaking go.
Verdict was not just against the mother, it was also against the attorney, Kim Cole. She was found liable.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, all the maps I fucking hate in this game.
Guys, I'm telling you, that's almost unheard of. Now, here's the reality with regards to collecting. Listen to what
I don't think I really like any of them.
That is the thing. I mean, it's a great story, and it's a great kind of symbolic win. It's crazy that this happened. This is not the norm. This is not the norm. And that's what people think. Hopefully it can become the norm, but it is absolutely not the norm at all.
Nichols says about the money. So apparently it's not just about the money, it's about accountability. And Summer Smith says she's ready to file her appeal. While this is all well and good, guys, one thing you have to understand, just because you get this big verdict of $3.2 million does not mean you're going to actually collect it. That's a whole different and very complicated process. Let me tell you. So as of right now, 0 criminal convictions against the boys, a $3.2 million civil judgment against the mother and the attorney, and a pending appeal. That is where we currently stand legally. Kind of crazy. So guys, here's how I see this situation. All the criminal charges gone. The defendant...
And just because you, and I'm not a lawyer, so, but just because you have this civil trial and civil decision, with the appeals and all of that, it could take years and years and years and years and years to get that worked out, which is part of the I don't know, man. Like, on one hand, it's like, it's really tough to say if it's a disaster or not, because the system is meant to try to protect people, but a lot of times what ultimately happens is it also protects guilty people as well. So it's really hard to say.
The original charge now sues the plaintiff and ends up winning a huge verdict. Now, whether they're going to collect it, and the mother, who originally charged or pushed for the charges now have to appeal for civil penalty. What a huge mess.
All right, now let's keep it. Something did happen at that sleepover. The kids put it to some other kid's mouth. That's disgusting. That's wrong. I'm not going to sit here and act like that's okay. And I understand a mother's instinct to protect her child. But here's the problem. There's a difference between advocating for your child and weaponizing race to destroy another child's life on national television. They went on Good Morning America. Their attorney called it a hate crime. BLM marched in the street, marched in front of the other kid's home. People threw bricks through his window, death threats against a 13-year-old. When a grand jury looked at the case and said nothing is here. When those charges got dismissed, the harassment kept going on. They released this kid's private information. They put him on blast, and a jury full of minorities. This was a minority jury with 5 black people, 3 Asians, and 2 Hispanics. They're the ones who said this black mom and this black lawyer went too far.
Here's my question. So there were no white people on this jury? That's what?
And have harmed this kid to the tune of $3.2 million.
And what was the racial makeup of the jury that awarded Asher $3.2 million?
I believe that 5 members were African American. There were 3 Asian members, 2 Latino members, and I believe the rest were Caucasian.
Okay, so what's the rest though? How many? So what does that make? How many were actually white?
Found that the way this story was portrayed, the way it was spun by Ms. Smith and her attorney, was an intentional infliction of emotional distress to Asher.
That's right. They found, in order to find intentional infliction, they had to find that Summer Smith and Kim Cole took facts that were not true and cast.
Yeah, that puts it in perspective that there were only 2 white people on the jury.
Are there going to be like 5 seasons?
In false light and did it for a reason in order to cause him severe emotional distress.
So at the end of the day, they heard the evidence and said what you 2 women did was wrong, and they held them accountable to the tune of $3.2 million. So what do you guys think? Is this mother
They're going to release 2 maps per season, and it's like, I don't know how many months in between each season. I feel like that's very little.
Now again, as a parent, if you have a situation with your kid, and something happens, yeah, you obviously want to take care of the child and make sure they're protected, but at the same time, taking it to the level of racism is fucking ridiculous. Fuck with each other. Kids play pranks. Sometimes kids make kids do really disgusting things. Welcome to the real world. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it what you just shouldn't address it. But please, when you go to racism, try to get people on board over it, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. And you lose any credibility that you had. Not that you had any to begin with.
National media tour calling this 13-year-old kid a racist when detectives, school officials, and the grand jury said he wasn't racially motivated. There's no evidence. Matter of fact, no evidence says it wasn't. Should there be
That Alabama school system failed you, Jeremy? No, it didn't. It actually did me very well because it taught me at a very young age that school is a scam, public school is a scam, college is a scam. So I learned that pretty early on, and I'm not idiots that paid all this fucking college funds and shit like that. So I'm in good shape.
some consequences when these kids try to destroy a child's life. It's a false narrative. And they raised $120,000 off. Or was the mother just defending her son? Tell me where I'm in the comment section as always. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe to the
Shout out to Nate the Lawyer. He's a great dude. If you guys have not subscribed to his channel, mods can drop a link to it here soon. But that was a really interesting video. Hail to Nate. I need to show all of you something really quick. I showed this last night, and very important to show this again. Actually, before I show it, I want to
Objective vehicle neutralized.
move towards the rest of this. So let me go to my replies.
Objective Charlie is under control.
Let's see here. Okay. So
apparently the player base dropped off so much for this game, dude.
With a video getting, I got a copyright strike about 2 weeks ago. Now I talked about this last night on Pokercast when Gary was on. definitely want to share this again with all of you. So right here, all right. I got a copyright strike from a company called Storyful. All right. This is the email. So what happens when you get a copyright strike? You have 3 strikes.
That's a pretty
and then your
unique
channel is
magazine
deleted
reload.
forever, all right. So they gave me a copyright strike for reacting to a video. All right.
Yeah.
So when you get the strike, usually gives you a couple of options. Number 1, you can do a counterclaim, or number 2, you can contact the claimant directly. I decided to contact them directly. So I contacted them on February 3rd. So this is 17 days ago. Hello, I received a copyright strike on my YouTube channel, D-Day Cobra. I'm not sure exactly what the purpose is, but I'll be more than happy to erase the content completely if you could lift the strike. I have no issue giving you full credit for whatever I was reacting to as well. Please let me know if we can resolve this. Hi, thanks for the note. Storyful exclusively represents the videos that you used on your social posts on behalf of the respective copyright owners. If you have prior permission, please share the screenshot. All license requests should be negotiated through Storyful to ensure that the copyright owners are properly compensated. We can issue you a licensing fee to use and then remove our claim. The cost for this is $500 per video. Alternatively, if you are interested in doing a partnership, we would where you would gain access to all of our video content, over 130,000 videos, which would include the videos used. We would be more than happy to discuss that opportunity with you. Please let us know how you would like to proceed. Fuck you. So, by the way, it's $1,000 a month for their subscription service that they're fucking using. Okay. I'm only interested in getting the strike removed from my channel. I have no access to the video because of this strike. Once it's lifted, I can remove the content of concern. The video was used on your YouTube page without proper license and without permission from the uploader. Storyful has a responsibility to its clients and uploaders to ensure that the material that they have created is protected and they are compensated for their work. As mentioned previously, without payment, we will not remove the strike we issued. Without payment, we will not remove the strike issued. Piece of fucking shit, all right? So, we know they're garbage. Trash company. And this happens a lot with YouTubers. Sad but true, but this does happen a lot. And of course, most people are not in a position where they can fight this because the language involved with counterclaiming a legal takedown is very intimidating. It's very, very intimidating, okay? And fuck these pieces of shit. So guess what? I did send a counterclaim. I sent a counterclaim, and guess what? I won the fucking counterclaim because fuck them. So I have my video back, my strike is removed, and their shakedown failed. Now, sadly, their shakedown does not fail for a lot of people. A lot of people end up paying because they are scared and they're nervous or whatever. It took 10 business days for them to respond. So essentially how the process goes is I send the counterclaim in. I have to give a written detailed response to YouTube as to, you know, why this is transformative, why this falls into yada yada. YouTube then has to review that. Then they have to accept it. Once YouTube accepts it, then they have to send it to the claimant. The claimant has up to 10 business days to respond to me to see if they want to take me to court or not. And so that's where we are right now with these clowns. So it's frustrating, and the reason I wanted to talk about this is because other YouTubers are going to continue to go through this. I talked to Kirsha, this company went after her. I think they went after Gundam. And so, yeah, and this is just a common thing. They do this to a lot of creators out there with the intent to intimidate them to pay money into something that the creators do not have to pay for. You do not have to pay for transformative content. You do not have to pay for fair use. You have the ability to create this content by reacting and transforming it with your commentary. So do not fall for this bullshit. It's intimidating. I understand that. Even with me having all the channels I have and all the, you know, knowledge and stuff I have, even I was worried when I got the strike because it sucks when you get struck and you get very nervous and I was very worried about it. But yeah, fucking bullshit. But they can go straight to hell where they belong, and hopefully more and more people will, you know, understand that that is how this goes. So anyway, River Miles is ignorant BLM lawyer tax to white boy. The world is healing. Thank you, River Miles. Appreciate it. Because YouTube might not agree with you. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't really know. So when I sent in my counterclaim to YouTube, I guess they have to review it first. And if they don't accept it, I'm not really sure what happens beyond that. I really don't know what the process is. All I can do is do what I know to do to take care of myself, and that's what I do on YouTube. So, River Miles says, what's the white boy version of the hard R lottery? He won it. That is true. It is white boy summer. It is white boy summer. Jeremy is safe from all issues because he's on the Israeli payroll. Hail. Fuck yeah, baby. Damn right. And if you want proof of that, I can prove it. You want me to prove it? You sure about that? Because we can prove it. All right? Here's proof right here. Boom. I'm on the Israel payroll. I cannot be defeated. I cannot be defeated in any way, shape, or form. 8 o'clock just passed my surgical tech final today. Just need to get clinical hours to take the certification. Let's go make it. Congratulations, 8 o'clock. By the way, my entire subreddit, CobraCast subreddit, is nothing but people memeing on me. I regret this entire fucking subreddit. It's awful. Like, it was a mistake, bro. The entire thing is just memeing on me. Check this shit out, okay? So, here's the subreddit, okay? And if you just scroll, well, this is not, but the rest of them, boom, okay? Like, what? Why? Jeremy, what were you expecting, Jeremy? People not me. What is this shit? What is this shit? Let's see. Please, is that for me? Please go live. Please go live. Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate that. The D-Day Cobra experience. Why do I look like X-Wing? Why do I look like I'm 250 pounds? Oh, no. Okay. Honestly, kind of looks like Valiant Renegade. I'm not going to lie. Kind of looks like Valiant Renegade. Welcome, Renegade Nation. We're going to talk about the Disney shareholders meeting that happened earlier today. Bob Iger not having a good day. We've got a lot to break down. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video out there. Renegade Nation is off to a start. It's going to be a fun stream. That's what that looks like right there. So, oh no!
Still don't get bored. You're making Lego or whatever.
That's nice. All right.
Down.
God, guns, grits, and grapes. If Jeremy were a sandwich, what sandwich would he be? Turn the beauty filter off. I don't have a beauty filter. I'll turn the beauty filter on now. Do I get more super chats? Chat? Do I get more super chats? Turning it on. Boom. Okay? Now, beauty filter is on. Send me super chats. Look at my skin, how perfect it is. Look at how beautiful that is. All right? Beauty filter is on. Let's go. Send me super chats. This is my OnlyFans moment right here. Okay? You look exactly the same. No. You can see. You can see. You can absolutely see that. You're so weird. Yes, I know. I know. All female streamers use that filter non-stop. Yeah, it is really weird. I gotta change. Gone. Boom. Now all my ugliness is back. All right, sorry. No
And
more
they're
super
telling you to
chats.
calm
So I
down.
had my moment right there. But anyway, Jeremy is fame mogging with that filter. Nip Slitter says, I can't super chat until I get my $2 monthly paycheck, Jeremy. I guess we'll let it slide. Not too happy about it, but we'll let it slide. Brandon Potato says 10% tax. Let's go. River Miles says story for our Biggs tax. Kate Banfield says, I'm a certified regulatory compliance manager. I would help the mage IDOTs. Just saying. What's up, Kate? Appreciate you. Hail to you. I need all the help I can get. John freaking Murdoch says Jeremy's emotional damage tax. My favorite kind of tax. Graham Robbins for 10 says it puts the lotion on the skin. It puts lotion on the skin. Beauty filter tax. Laughing Man says stay hydrated. Babo Yogi says state of the U. Watch the party with the G&G crew. Well, we're gonna have Tuesday night's main event that night, and so, but I will be covering the State of the Union here on this channel. Some guy from Maine says snowblowing in my play, listening on headphones. Flag Ninja says grift recognized grift tax. Definitely not Brock says gay. Brock is mad at me, but I'm staying hydrated because Laughing Man and Brock said so. Dark Sports Rising for 20 says, I wasn't paying attention, but I just heard you say no more super chats. So here's my troll.
What the hell did he shoot at you? RPG?
Pay to get in. That's right. Olympian Product says, Jeremy, you missed my super chat. Did I?
Nice.
Let me go back. I would never want to miss a super chat. That's what Cobra Cast was built on, man. We read all the super chats here at Cobra Cast 199. Olympian Product.
Yeah, dude, fly the helicopter down.
I don't see one from you. Oh, here it is. Jeremy, you are not a father figure to me. You're more like the racist uncle at Thanksgiving dropping truth bombs and triggering liberal Aunt Karen. I love that. I fully accept that. I fully accept it. Net Steelers says you missed my two. I did miss yours. I read yours. I remember reading yours. Unless you sent another one that I don't know about. Laughing Man says Jeremy missed my super chat too. He's never gonna let me. I didn't miss it. I just didn't play. I didn't play the Ripper clip. But for Laughing Man, laughing for you. This is only for you. Nobody else is allowed to see this. Okay? This is for Laughing Man. All right. There you go, Laughing Man. Are you? I forgot everything I was saying. I forgot everything I was going to say. Yeah, I forgot everything. But on that note, we have a clip to react to from one Anna Paulina Luna. Because Anna Paulina Luna was on tonight, and she had a few things to say about Donald Trump, and she specifically mentioned Alex Jones. That's right. APL gave Alex Jones a shout out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, we got Swan 50 says, forgive me, fearless leader. I've been living today. I found a certain company dipping their grubby hands into my super chats, leading to my favorite fig only getting a small percentage of said super chat. I think I fixed it. You are forgiven. You are forgiven. Nandy says that APL is the only stripper allowed in Congress. You know, the only thing that, like, I've never been I've never really liked going to strip clubs because it's just, you know, like, it's not just, it's a very tempting place, and, you know, I'd rather not be that tempted, but if I could have seen Anna Paulina Luna there, I regret not going. I don't know if she was actually a stripper. I don't know if that's a meme or not, but, I don't like, this idea of, like,
Look at
if
the
more money I have,
RPG
the more
phone.
you're going to be into me kind of thing. It just seems weird. But, if she was there, though, might have been worth it. All right. Thank you, Zwani. Appreciate it. Okay. Paulie Luna talking about Alex Jones.
So long story short, there have been briefings that we've received as Congress that lead us to believe that, yes, there is definitely an advanced technology out there that's not created by mankind.
Did Alex Jones just clickbait? Congresswoman Anna Paulina told Fox News Alex Jones was right. Aliens are visiting Earth. She didn't even say Alex Jones was right. This motherfucker clickbaited me. This motherfucker clickbaited me. I saw Anna Paulina Luna, and I just was like, yeah. And I was completely blinded by having any common sense. Used my weakness against me. One more time, Alex.
So long story short, there have been briefings that we've received as Congress that
it meant to
lead
be.
us believe that, yes, there is definitely an advanced technology out there that's not created by mankind.
Good old Alex.
Close to a decade ago, I exclusively revealed on Joe Rogan's popular podcast.
Now again, so just so everybody that, you know, is aware, like as I said last night when I had Gary on, I am personally not a believer in aliens. No, I want them to be real. I hope that they're real. But I just don't believe that this extraterrestrial life is a real thing.
Oh, my fucking feet hurt, dude.
Now, with that said, we know Alex Jones. We know what he is.
Podcast that from all my research on the global funded missions,
Whoa.
aliens don't come from distant star systems.
There's that guy you killed getting revived.
Saucers. They come interdimensionally and in limited spectrum, even sight of what's in our normal light spectrum.
Like, my thing is, and again, I'm not trying to debate this with people. It's really just more personal belief. Like, I'm not sure I don't know how, if you are a believer in Christianity, if you're a believer in that, I don't know how you're also a believer in aliens. I'm not really sure how to mix those. I'm not saying you can't. You can believe whatever you want, and you can come up with whatever theory that you want, but that's where my struggle is.
Not to mention the other dimensions, not to mention all the different fields that come into our dimension. And I've talked to all the CIA and scientists. They said absolutely, it's an interdimensional invasion. The Bible talks about every other ancient religion, that there's this unseen, but it's coming into our universe. It's coming into our domain. It's coming into our dimension. So here's a clip of her on Fox News Friday night talking about, yeah, it's interdimensional, but it's classified. I can't tell you yet. I'm going to tell you soon. But what they know from people in the Air Force I've talked to and what's trying to be declassified is a craft will show up, and then it's 100 miles away instantly. Or it'll be flying Mach 20 and make a perfect turn. Nothing. Because in gravity, that would crush anything. You could have a solid block of stainless steel doing.
Yeah, I understand the Bible only talks about like one region, this, you know, but if aliens are constantly being seen here, and alien life are constantly here and constantly interacting with us and constantly, then that ties in directly to this, and it's not mentioned.
Mach 15, and if it made a perfect turn, it would just flatten it out. So we know they're interdimensionally jumping from point to point. And so now something like a big...
We have demons confirmed. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but we have demons confirmed. It's called the Democratic Party. So we already have demons confirmed. It's not aliens, it's all demons.
Reveal here, Obama saying aliens are real. I don't just believe Obama. I do believe our things are human. Why are they announcing it now? Is it distraction from Epstein? Sure, but Trump said when he first got reelected a year ago, I'm going to do disclosure, ordered Hexas to prepare the report in the next year that's about to be released. So regardless, this is really, really important. And being focused on UFOs, extraterrestrials, doesn't take away from exposing Epstein. We're focused on that. But there's a lot of disclosure happening right now. A lot of really, really crazy stuff happening on every front because this is part of the Great Awakening.
It is crazy how much is happening right now. It is pretty incredible, whether it's, the Epstein stuff, now you got, releasing the alien files, you've got war with Iran, potentially about to happen. You got the tariffs in the Supreme Court, and this is all just in the past fucking week, by the way. It's just so much that happened just today.
To go to her club on Fox, let me give you your take.
Well, so, okay, now and again, this is not like, I'm not making a direct, claim or criticism or anything like that. However, I do think that we're very close to something.
The barricade?
Something that will break the internet. Something that will change everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it will be, I think it won't be a divisive issue, but it will be a major issue. And I think we could probably expect this no later than Monday morning. That will be my prediction. I think that the Trump White House is getting ready to release something. And I think that Pam Bondi will be at the forefront of this. Ladies and gentlemen, I expect that we will see this on Monday morning. The alien files will be released in binders. And it will be a huge moment. There will be a lot of celebrations. There will be a lot of people that are going crazy. We've got the alien files, guys. We got all of the proof right here. We've got pages and pages and pages, and it's going to be amazing. And so this will be something that will go mega viral, and a lot of people are going to be celebrating this moment. So, oh man, what will happen? I don't know. So we are gonna see what Alex Jones is talking about right here.
Her clip on Fox. I want you to give me your take below.
Non-visitors.
Of government files related to aliens and extraterrestrial life and UFOs. He wants everything to come out that the government has on this. So with that, we bring in Republican Congresswoman from Florida, Anna Paulina Luna. She is chair of the Oversight Committee Task Force on the declassification of federal secrets. She has said that there is evidence of interdimensional beings.
If she says Alex Jones was right, that will be the coolest thing. I don't think she's going to do it. I think this is clickbait from Alex Jones, but it will be awesome if she says that.
That can operate through the time spaces that we currently have, which is obviously going to catch a lot of people's attention. Anna Paulina, thank you very much, Congressman. It's good to have you with us today. I want to go back to that. You told Bill Logan in a podcast all of this, that you have huge evidence of interdimensional beings here on Earth and that they operate through the time spaces.
Let's go! Dude, again, I might say I'm telling you, like, I personally don't think it's a real thing. The idea that they are real is a fascinating one, and I love this. I love the excitement of it possibly being real. It would be amazing if they are.
Yeah, I think that, good example would be some of the photo visual evidence that we've seen directly in some of these classified briefings that will now be made public. One of the famously now, I guess, infamous videos that we showed in one of our hearings was actually a video that was instead dropped to Eric Burleson, who's a member of Congress, from within the Department of War, and it shows a UAP, an unidentified air phenomena, deflecting a Hellfire missile.
We got Jeremy the Cyborg for $50. Says Benny Johnson made a perfect argument for the Christian believers and aliens this morning. Who are we to limit what God can or would do? He created all life, including alien life. Humans are the only ones made in the likeness of God. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a valid point for sure. I don't know. I mean, it's a deep rabbit hole to go down, but I just think on the surface, like, listen, not to open this up, because I try not to talk about religion too much, because people have their own beliefs. I have my beliefs. Nobody's going to agree on everything 100%. It's not religion, and ultimately none of us actually know for sure. We only know what our faith tells us, and that's why it's like irrelevant to argue when it's based on faith. So there's no argument. So, but ultimately, you can justify whatever you want. You can justify it in any capacity you want. So it is what it is, and that's kind of been religion. As long as religion has been a thing, people justify their own actions based on how they interpret certain things within their given religion. They can justify their own flaws, their own sins within teachings that other people interpret wildly differently. And so that's always going to be the case.
Taken off of ISR footage off the coast of, I believe it was Yemen. So long story short, there have been briefings that we've received as Congress that leads us to believe that, yes, there is definitely an advanced technology out there that's not created by mankind. And yes, of course, we've seen other evidence where it could potentially be UAPs, and then we later find out that there's drones. But there is a certain amount of evidence that we simply can't explain. Some of the physics that are defied and how these vehicles operate are very interesting to note, and we're not the only government that looked into this extensively, but I really need to look at this from the lens of national security. And as you know, as we continue to evolve, specifically on the front of AI and other technologies, we have to ensure that are these things, whatever they may be, are they potential adversarial weapons, advanced weapons, or not?
I respect this stance right here. So do I. Simple as that. Simple man. I respect the hell out of that, okay? There you go.
The whole aspect that the federal government can deny access to members of Congress, of which has happened not just to myself, but to other members of Congress as well, is not just alarming, but it's also something that cannot truly exist in a free and fair society. Government should not operate in secrecy, and so I look forward to people being able to determine their own conclusion after they've seen some of the evidence that we've seen. But most recently, Representative Gates actually came forward. He was on that initial Philadelphia team, and Representative Timberton, where we were denied access. And he will tell you that if you've seen some of the stuff that we've seen, you will too become a believer.
Where does Guthrie fit into all this? She's the main character. She's in the upside down. That's why breaking Guthrie ties perfectly into this, because Nancy Guthrie is in the upside down, confirming that Alex Jones was right.
So, it's fascinating. And, so you're saying that the Air Force has covered up UAP sightings. So, if there is potentially, is it because it's technology that we have that they don't want anyone to know that we have militarily, or is it that it's a foreign actor who has some ability to technology and things that spin in ways that we can't understand?
Based on our interviews that we've conducted, not just in person, but also given some of the testimony that we've received, we do have reason to believe that this tech is not created by mankind. However, it is also possible that there are certain advanced weapons that the U.S. government may have that they're denying us access to. But here's the problem. When you have unelected bureaucrats denying access to members of government that are supposed to oversee and write the checks for that federal spending, And then we're also getting reports that there are people being threatened, whether it be physically, whether there have been, interesting deaths associated with people that have been coming forward as whistleblowers, which has been brought up in some of the testimony that we've received, not just myself, but you saw recently there was a movie that came out, The Age of Disclosure, where this was also referenced now by the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. This is one of the most bipartisan and bicameral things in Washington, D.C. And so we definitely are looking forward to sharing this and exploring this further with the American people.
Anna Paulina Luna, Congresswoman, thank you. It's fascinating. And
You're fascinating to talk to, Anna Paulina Luna.
I think we all want to know more about this. I think it sort of tripped back into the universe, so to speak, with sort of an offhanded comment by President Obama that turned into something deeper. And now we may get some more disclosures.
The elite are all about transcendence and living forever and the secrets of the universe, and they want to know all this. Some are good, some are bad, some are a mix.
Playing the Inception soundtrack. Let's go! Anytime you're going to put a Hans Zimmer score, especially a Hans Zimmer score from a Nolan movie, I am going to be paying attention. I am completely invested now with that score.
But the good ones don't ever want to organize. The bad ones didn't want to organize because they lust after power. Powerful consciousnesses don't want to dominate other people. They want to empower them, so they don't tend to get together until things are really late in the game. Then they come together. Evil's always defeated. As good as someone strong. And we're on this planet, and Einstein's physics showed it, Max Planck's physics showed it, there's at least 12 dimensions. And now that's why all the top scientists and billionaires are coming out saying it's a false hologram. It is artificial. The computers are scanning it and finding tension points where it's artificially projected and gravity's bleeding in to this universe. That's what they call dark matter.
Yeah, I guess. That's how it goes usually.
This, in some computer program, some God's mind, whatever. They're proving it all. It's all coming out. Now, there's like this sub-transmission zone below the third dimension.
Bro, Alex Jones talking about interdimensional beings with the Hans Zimmer Inception score. Perfect cinema, right? You cannot get any better than that.
This just turned over to the most horrible things, what it resonates to. And it's trying to get up into the third dimension. That's just a basic level consciousness to launch into the next levels. And our species is already way up in the fifth, sixth dimension consciously, our best people. But there's this big war trying to basically destroy humanity because humanity has free will. There's a decision to which level we want to go to. We have free will, so evil's allowed to come to content, not just good. And the elites themselves believe they're racing using human technology to try to take our best minds and build some type of breakaway civilization where they're going to merge with machines, transcend, and break away from the federal species of man, which is kind of like a transmission. They think what they are is actually bad. They're projecting it on themselves instead of believing, no, it's a human test about building us up. And so Google was set up 18, 19 years ago. I knew about this before. It was classified, but I'm just saying I was that they want to build a giant artificial system. And Google believes the first artificial intelligence will be a supercomputer based on the neuron activities of the hive mind of humanity, with billions of people wired into it, the Internet of Things. And so all of our thoughts go into it. And we're actually building a computer that can build neurons in real time. It's also psychically connected to us.
I can't stop listening to it. I can't stop listening to this. I've heard Alex Jones say this before. I've heard it all, but I haven't heard it with the Inception soundtrack. It's not Interstellar music, which would make it even better, but it's Inception music is almost as good. So it's just
that are organic creatures, so that they will have current prediction powers, future prediction powers, crystal ball. The big secret is, once you have a crystal ball in the future, you can add stimuli beforehand and make decisions that control the future. So then it's the end of consciousness and free will of individuals, as we know, and a true 2.0 in a very bad way, high-flying consciousness with an AI connected to everyone, knowing our hopes and dreams. Delivering it, it's not some PKD wiring system where we plug in and give up on consciousness.
I agree, Alex.
We are blinded and short before we knew it, getting over the consciousness to the system.
I want to run through a brick wall right now listening to Alex Jones. I'm like, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I will run through that brick wall for you right now, Alex. Anything you need, sir, I am here.
One of the decisions that was able to manipulate control into a larger system. There's now a human counterstrike taking place to shut this off before it's fully into place and to block these systems and to try to have an actual debate about where the goes and cut off the pedophiles and psychic vampires that are controlled before humanity destroyed. Humanity is always controlled with AI. I think you can have the pedophiles can control AI. The pedophiles in a whatever level, the devil, whatever you call it, is giving them advanced knowledge. What are you talking about? What is already been used before on other populations? What? That's Satan? What are you talking about? Let's say. Explain that. You just Satan to say something that creatures about totally control. In the news, TV. Right. This is an interdimensional force that wants to influence us to build something that absorbs us and kills us, rather than the divine free will we're given to build something much better that empowers the species.
Our attack on Bravo is underway.
Where are you getting this from? That's what it is.
Frag out!
So again, everything isn't available to the eye. You can't see 5G, you can't see wireless, you can't see galactic space waves, solar storms, but it's all there. The good news is this is coming out. Now, we talked to our son, Jennifer Lewis, she's a great lady. She's ready for the classified stuff. We've got to wait till that all comes out. But I would expect this to be a big deal. Sure, the DT's going to plan some fake information in there, but regardless, the good news is there is a great way to all of this. We'll be watching and covering it next week when it's declassified UFO file. He's got to get press release on people that are actually classified. So that's coming up next week. Separate, the deep state wants me off the air because I've been calling it like it is. They know I got it. That's why. You have to understand, I'm supported by you. When you go to Real Alex Show, you get discounts even bigger than our main shopping cart, thealexshowstore.com.
Grift recognizes Grift. Respect.
When you go there, you can get our new pure atomic iodine, the very best. What a game changer. Iodine deficiency is one of the main causes of mental illness, low IQ, you name it. We have the best. Nobody has this pure. T3 just came out. Even stronger than last one.
New product time. That's awesome. So, hail Alex Jones. That was a fascinating. That was a fascinating video. Fascinating. Let's see, Mark Miller says APL ass tax. That's a damn good tax right there. I'm not gonna lie. That's some good tax. Gear Master said, did you hear Discord's third-party vendor ID verification system persona just got hacked? No, did it? I didn't hear that. Amazing if that's the case. Let's go. This entire video exists to see this product. Absolutely. I am here for it. I did not hear this, though. I'll have to check that out. Justin says, for 20, says, these copyright strike claims are extortionate and YouTube is still taking this. Yeah, I mean, listen, YouTube is within the copyright law and how they do it. As far as I know, yes, because YouTube is a video hosting platform. YouTube is doing it by the law. They have to do the takedown, and then you can fight the takedown under fair use. It's a bad system that I think could be much better, but without understanding every detail of fair use and copyright law, I don't know the ins and outs of that, but I know YouTube has to do so much on their end. But I feel like the overall system is broken because my issue with how the system works is that you can, essentially the claimant has all the power and the creator has no power. The fact that something can be taken down without being proven is a huge fucking problem. It's a really big problem. But it is a broken system. 8 o'clock says the unelected bureaucrats are blocking us from the energy board. Lying Dog Face 20 Soldier with a gifted membership. Thank you, Teresa. Says Jeremy missed my super chat. Did I really? Mark Reality says ATL could it be one of those green women from the real store truck? I'm not sure. Black Ninja says, I'm probably butchering this quote, but what's more frightening, aliens existing or humanity being alone in the universe? Okay, hang on. I'm probably butchering this quote, but what's more frightening, aliens existing or humanity being alone in the universe? Aliens existing is more frightening, but it's also more exciting. Yeah. So, aliens existing is more frightening, but also more exciting. That would be my take on it. Dark Owl says, Jeremy, Earth is a single grain of sand in the Sahara Desert. It is scientifically and statistically for there to be no aliens out there. Ahmad Eric says, I stand corrected. Solo a Star Wars story is more entertaining than Jeremy hosting CoverCast. Sorry, got ahead of myself. We all made mistakes. My parents definitely did, Eric. Philip says that DEI, demons, extraterrestrials, and interdimensional. I don't know what you're saying there. Interdemonalish. Scale works. The TR3B Astra tech did not come from. Olympian Products has just linked a story in the Snake Pit about how Canada is now poorer than Alabama. It's funny that Jeremy's people are doing a better job at running a state than Canadians. Roll Tide, baby. Okay? Roll Tide. See, Eric just but Alabama more profitable than Canada. Don't jam, Jeremy. Hey, don't jam Jeremy for being a high school dropout. No, I'm a high school dropout and smarter than everybody else that decided to stay into that scam and think that it meant a fucking thing. Your high school diploma doesn't mean shit. Alright? You can literally fake one on the internet. You could have quit school and went and played video games and fucked off. But instead, you thought that some fucking school system told you gotta graduate so you can go to college and give them all your fucking money. It's all a fucking scam. Every bit of it. Alright? The diploma is a massive. Greg Mark says, we are fractal, self-similar in the micro. Babo Yogi says, I'm with Jeremy. Much more fun to watch. You suck. Culture Casino says, I feel like I need a female voice to weigh in. Why do you hate me? I just hate to hear them. I like to look at them. Taker says, if I'm understanding, Miss Luna saying that Stranger Things is in fact based on true events and that Vecna is in the Epstein files. 100%. Emblazon says Jeremy existed by alien males, confirmed. Daniel says, speaking of extraterrestrials, Alex Jones unintentionally explains the plot of Neogenesis Evangelion. Okay. I'm sure that's freaking nuts. Whiskin McReady says if they only had time, used time, hang on. If only they had used time from Inception instead of Interstellar. Such a missed opportunity in my opinion. Too bad Hans Zimmer didn't make that masterpiece for Interstellar. No, I disagree. I mean, to me, the Interstellar soundtrack that's my favorite soundtrack of all time. There's nothing like the Interstellar sound. I love Inception, but the Interstellar soundtrack is unmatched. All right? Greatest soundtrack ever, in my opinion. Don't get me started. I'll play it right now, just so people can complain. I'll do it. Rob says, wow, Canada has really hit on hard times. Hail the 199. It's sad to see, isn't it? If you're a YouTube overlord, you have to admit that it's technically a rule. What, Corn Pop? What are you talking about? Jeremy, delivering the truth is stupid. Why are we gaining more ground? Truth is terrifying. All I know, Culture Casino, is you're fascinating to talk to. You are. Jeremy's wrapping up. The script is weak. Laughing Man watches me so much. No, Laughing Man, you don't even know that. You're just looking at the clock. You understand that I'm at 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is far more than I usually go. So you're just taking a chance. You're like, we're at 2 hours and 40 minutes. Jeremy's probably getting ready to wrap up the stream. Because we're obviously getting ready to wrap up the stream. It's not because you're right. It's because you are looking at the time. You're not as smart as you continue. But you did send me $500 and I appreciate that. I'm sorry if you're offended, boss man, and I apologize if you're upset. I will do whatever you need if you're mad at me. I'm sorry about that. Jeremy is tired. He streamed twice today. He is the I can get it back up, but then again, you could go another hour just to troll. You could. I could. Show me the aliens, says Culture Casino. I mean, I could show you the teaser for Interstellar, which is still the greatest teaser ever. Remember that one? Dude, it's the best teaser ever, all right? It's the best. Tell me this isn't the best teaser trailer ever. Right here. Here we go. You ready? Today.
We've always defined ourselves by the ability to overcome the impossible.
Hostiles are assaulting Charlie.
And we count these moments.
The first ever to fly faster than the speed of sound.
These moments when we dare to aim higher, to break barriers, to reach for the stars,
76, you are a go.
to make the unknown known.
Great.
We're targeting objective Bravo.
We count these moments as our proudest achievements. But we lost our
We used to be a proper country.
too fast or just forgotten. And we're still that we've barely begun. And that our greatest accomplishments cannot be behind us. Because our destiny lies above us.
Objective Bravo. We need your support in the attack.
Greatness right there. Pioneers. We need more pioneers. We need more people that are willing to go the extra mile, not caretakers. We don't need caretakers. We need pioneers. We need alpha males willing to plunge their hands into the filth and continue to move us forward. That's what we need. He was great in Tropic Thunder. Yes, he was. Rob says, I got that one. Culture Casino says, show me the aliens. And says, Jeremy, I just want Matthew McConaughey to narrate my life. Same here. Same here. Keenan says, I rewatched Interstellar last month. That's good. I know you like that movie. Let's see here. Off topic, did you hear that Paul Walter Hauser is going to play Mick Foley in a biopic? Who is Paul Walter Hauser? Why do I not know that name? I mean, I know Mick Foley, obviously. There's a Mick Foley biopic. I mean, honestly, a Mick Foley biopic would actually be good. So yeah, I mean, oh, that's Stingray from Cobra Kai. Oh, that's actually good. That's good casting if that's the case. Really? That's actually really good. Okay. That's a really good casting. I think that you could tell a really interesting story with Mick Foley, with all the stuff that he did even before he got into the hardcore legend stuff in WWE, with all the stuff he did overseas, ECW, all of that. Mick Foley has major TDS. He absolutely does. Mick Foley has major TDS. No doubt about that. I'm not disputing that at all. But he, it doesn't take away from the legendary career that he had in wrestling. I mean, Mick Foley did things that few people were willing to do. So I got nothing but respect for Mick Foley from that standpoint. But yeah, he hates Trump. Like, Mick Foley hates Trump so much that he would legitimately disown a friend or a family member for supporting Trump. That's how bad his PDS is. He is next level. It is awful how bad he has it. It's sad, but it's, you know, it's not surprising. Steve Francis, speaking of disgrace, Mr. Connell Block Sabac from being brought to a vote on the Senate floor. To be fair, Mr. Genesis, to be fair, some of this is on Trump. He needed to start whipping Johnson into shape about getting them submitted in Congress. The emergency law has always been very key and one to rely on. Moderate to Biden committed crime against an illegal raid. Trump can respond. What do you think? The Dow is over 50,000. Am I frozen again? It'll happen. It'll keep happening. Bubba Doom says, how do you save the human race? What did Interstellar teach us? Get Americans to do it. God bless America. God bless T-Money. God bless the 199. That's right. What happens when the world is going to an end? You get Americans to fix it. Vic Chavez is on the topic of Nolan. Can we watch the original IMAX preview of The Dark Knight Rises? The original Bane voice? Well, that's like a 5-minute clip. I can't watch that whole clip because it's like 5 or 6 minutes. We're talking about the IMAX preview. I went to theaters to watch. What was that before? I want to say that was before... Was it before the Deathly Hallows Part 1, I think? And I wasn't even a Harry Potter fan at the time. And I went to go see Harry Potter just so I could see that. I went to see Harry Potter multiple times just so I could see that IMAX. 2010, no. Dark Knight Rises was 2012. Dark Knight Rises is 2012. That's when it came out. But but you're saying when the teaser came out, it probably was 2010 or 2011 when that IMAX teaser. But yeah, I can't watch the whole thing because it'll probably hit if I watch the whole thing on that. Because that's actually like a full clip from the movie. Even though it came out as an IMAX preview, it's like watching a full clip unedited from the movie. So, the latter half of the Harry Potter movies are absolute dog shit. I mean, I like I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but I enjoy the Harry Potter movies. I need to rewatch them, and the more I go hang out at Universal Studios, the more I want to get into the Harry Potter stuff because I think they're pretty good though. So, just a bit of his voice. Yeah, I can pull that up. Let's see. Hang on. Yard.
I need defensive support on a marked objective.
Rises. So is this actual? Well, so this would be a record. God, this is a recording of it. This is going to be fucking horrible. So this is somebody.